the new baby are coming, they are more conscious than ever. I see how they need something in order to incarnate, and most of the time is to find the right vibrational match with the mother. What I'm seeing now is a lot of interest in healing the generational trauma. Everyone wants to do that. And the woman that wants to carry a child, they say, I want to heal this before taking my child to the world. I don't want to give this to my child. I'm entering the energy field of the woman that is asking for help. I'm gonna see what is in her womb space, understand what she needs. Let's talk about preconception, for example. What does the body needs for receiving the baby?
Tamara, welcome to the Ascended Lightworkers podcast. It's really great to have you here. How are you doing today?
Thank you. You are great. I'm very, very happy to be here. I love to be with you today. Thank you for the invitation.
Thank you for coming. I'm also very excited about this conversation. So, Tamara, you are a holistic soul therapist, passionate about guiding people on their journey to spiritual wellness, emotional balance, and soulful alignment. And you have an extensive experience and education in energy mastery and a diverse range of holistic therapies. You're also an intuitive, an empath, a clairsentient, and you channel the energetic field of the person that you're working with. When did you become aware of your spiritual abilities? Did you always know, or it came later on?
I always thought that it was something that I wish I would be able to do. But in the reality, I realized that I've been always doing this the channeling, the connection with the spirit world. It was natural to me since I was a little child. I was talking to plants, talking to animals, like they are answering back to me. And always animals were drawn to me, coming to me for help, and these kind of things. And I remember also having dreams with the same night, the same dream with my mother. For example, my mother was dreaming something, I was dreaming the same thing the same night, or I knew through a dream what was about to come next in my life, or hearing things, hearing voices, sounds. um, because a bit of my family history, I was afraid that I'm gonna go crazy right now. There's something, craziness in my family, and I thought I was scared. I'm crazy. I'm a crazy person, But then, I met a very dear friend of me. She said, "If you feel it, that means it's real. You have to trust your feelings. What is there for you? It's there. It's real. It's there." So I started to try to trust that feelings, that intuition. And then the intuition became my guide, you know? So everything I've been doing, studying, it was because I was drawn to that, because my inner feelings, inner knowing was telling me, you have to do that. You have to do that. So I always follow that, for even if it wasn't a rational reason for that, but now I know why. And it's been a long process, but I think I'm just now starting to do what is my soul mission in my life. That's interesting.
When did you decide to enter this world, learn about healing, and start practicing it and giving it to people? And how was this process of getting into all of these things?
Well, it happened exactly. I don't remember exactly, but I think the best memory I have is the moment when I saw a training as a moon mother with Miranda Gray. It's all the training about the womb healing, about soul healing, womb blessing. I didn't even know what it was about, but my heart, my soul was say, just sign up for it. So I did it. And that was the beginning of my journey for me. And actually, still, I wasn't sure if that was what I wanted to do, even though I was really passionate about it. Indeed, I was already starting working with women, and women was my focus since the beginning. I wanted to become a doula after the experience of the birth of my children. And at the beginning, I was thinking that maybe the soul work wasn't exactly the same, or couldn't go together with the spiritual work. So I don't know. It take a while for me to understand how they could work together, actually. But it was in the second training with Miranda Gray as a moon mother that Isis, the goddess Isis, that actually she preferred to be called the Auset. That is a real name. She said to me, look, this training for you is good, but this is not for your soul mission, because what you're going to do in your soul, for your soul mission, is going to be something, yes, related to women. It's about helping women, guide women in their process of giving birth, to something that just doesn't have to be exactly always a child. Could be giving birth to a new you. Could be giving birth to a project, could be different kind of process. But it's about women, and it's about the womb, but not just only one modality. You are going to find out your own modality of work. And it's a combination of this work as a womb healing work and more of a shamanic kind of work. So, and it is, I'm not telling you that I didn't do, I did some shamanic studies, but I'm not a shaman. I'm not trained as a shaman, not at all. I'm walking the life as a shaman, that for sure. And I have this combination of these two modalities that are coming together now, as Isis told me about 5 years ago. So everything is a process for me that I'm sharing to other people, basically, with others. And I'm sharing with other people what I'm learning and my process.
Very interesting. So you practice a diverse range of holistic therapies, such as Reiki healing, soul realignment, chakra balancing, and you specialize in the spirit doula services. As you said, like working with women, maybe who are pregnant and about to become moms, or in postpartum, or also in preconception. So what is your work exactly as Spirit Doula, and what kind of topics or requests do you help pregnant women with specifically?
Yeah, yes, there is a lot of modalities I'm working with. I know that. And actually, Reiki was the first thing that I've been learning. And I did it because I was already healing people without understanding how I was doing it, really. So I needed to understand that for my mind to understand the process of what I was doing, really. Like, the kid were sick with flu, or sudden fever, couldn't even understand why they had the fever from, they were fine the 1 hour before, and then they were sick with fever, high fever, and I could heal them, or other healing happened like that. That's why I started with Reiki, actually, and then the soul realignment part is because I was so fascinated about Akashic records and all the chakra balancing, the what you mentioned now, I don't remember, the spirit guide.
The spirit guide
The
readings.
spirit guide readings, yes. The spirit guide readings, all is part of this training as a soul realignment training. So everything comes together. But for the preconception part, is a kind of different modalities. We are entering the channeling work here. So I've been doing studies as well about channeling, but that actually came, as I said to you, long before, when I was a little child. I just needed to trust myself that what I was seeing and hearing was true, was real. And then I'm adding this work to the field of the women and the spirit doula work. Part of what I'm doing is based a little bit on the Vedic philosophy. So is also, we are talking about vibrational medicine, how quantic work, quantistic work, and the fact that everything in the world is about a vibration of sound, colors, geometry. So we work and we use that language to bring the healing. And so I forgot your question.
So the question is, as a spirit doula,
Yes.
what is your work exactly, and what kind of topics or requests do women come to you with?
I'm working when you address this, as I said, here comes the part of the channeling. So I'm entering the energy field of the woman that is asking for help, and I'm gonna see what is in her womb space and understand what she needs. Let's talk about preconception, for example. What does the body needs for receiving the baby, or the soul that wants to come, and is there a soul that wants to come? So I'm going to connect to the energy field of the woman and of the baby as well, to see if there is a baby, what does the baby need in order to be conceived, and so the the thing can vary. So I like to bring some example here, because for every person is completely different. The story could be completely different. But for example, I have a story of this woman that has it came out many different things, but one was related to feeling safe in the place where she is living. You need to feel safe to bring this child to the world. She has some family situation that needed to be addressed. A relationship with the father, relationship with the mother, generational healing to do as well from the mother line, because there are memories that can be stored in our body, but they can store also in our souls, really. So we are carrying the memories of our family lineage. And some need to be addressed. Something could be also have foundation for her, for example, had a foundation also in her childhood. So we need to address that too. Somehow, could be the topic is so huge, so big, but this is one example. Another woman, for example, had previously different abortions, miscarriages, and the reading was about connecting with the souls of the baby that she lost, and give them recognition, recognize them as part of her family, even though they never was born, but give the recognition of their existence, give a name, and give them the possibility to go back to the source. So I accompany also the souls of the unborn children to go back to source, giving mother messages, for example, from the babies or these souls. And for this other woman I assisted, actually was very interesting because the many abortions she had, every soul needed to bring a sort of message to her. When she received the messages, actually she remained pregnant. So that was so interesting. And I must say, this was the most beautiful experience in my life. When this woman came to me, she got pregnant after just one session. I continued to follow her during her pregnancy. I assisted her during birth, flying, like 1 hour, taking 1 hour flight from here to assist her to the other side of Norway, where I'm living, and welcoming the baby. I mean, for me, it was exceptional because during the time of her pregnancy, we did some session too, channeling session, and we've been talking about the soul of this baby, how the baby wanted to be born, when he wanted to be born, and so I gave her a prediction of the birth and how the baby wanted to be here. So I remember exactly the baby was saying that he wanted a very long and peaceful laboring before coming to the world. He wanted to have peace. Indeed, the labor was long enough for me to fly from Oslo to Bergen and assist the baby to this world. So, and also the birth experience for me was amazing because I could see how the soul of the baby was coming down into the mother body, and I could see even the mother needed what mother needed at every specific moment of the labor, and she, I must say, she managed to give birth naturally without any intervention. And because I saw it, actually I saw it. I saw she didn't need any intervention, even though there were 7 women between doctors, midwives, helper, waiting to intervene with different. The doctor was pushing to intervene, with the different medical interventions. We can do this, we can do this, we can do this. I was so proud of the mom because she said, no, I can do it alone. So we were talking and I said, yes, I know you can. I could see it. I saw it. It was there. It was about to coming out by itself. And she said, yes, I can do it. I can do it. So she did and was so proud of this one. Amazing. So amazing. That is the love.
That's really
This is what I
beautiful.
love to do. Really.
I find it fascinating that you can actually connect to the soul of the baby while the mom is in pregnancy. and basically receive messages that the baby already wants to communicate to the parents.
Yes.
Like, what kind of information do they want sometimes to communicate?
You were mentioning during pregnancy or before?
Yeah, during
During
pregnancy.
pregnancy. Yes, many different things actually. But usually what I do is to connect with the baby towards the end of pregnancy. For some reason, I found it to be more accurate, at least when we talk about uh, predicting the date of birth. I don't get it wrong. I mean, if I found one day, the day I was given, I always consider it 2 days before, 2 after. So in those 5 days, the mother always gave birth. I never get it wrong usually. So if I do the reading towards the end of pregnancy, I can get the date of birth. I can get what the baby needs. So, for example, sometimes the baby said to me, "I really need mom to talk to me." So this to me was kind of like weird. I asked this mother, "Are you talking to your baby?" And then she looked at me and said, "Yes, I do, but actually I'm not doing it consciously. It's like, come on, baby, you know that when it's time, you need to come out." But she was not connecting heart to heart. There was not a real connection with the baby. And that is what the baby really wanted, that soul connection, that heart connection. And really, really healed mother. This was one example. Another one I remember was really actually during birth happened that the baby told me, "Look, please tell my mom that when in the moment I am out, I want her to smile at me." I couldn't really understand this message because I mean, which mother wouldn't smile to a baby born, newborn. And then I understood it right after the birth because the baby need to go to intensive care. So I understood. I understood that she needed to, the baby wanted her to be happy, even though she needed to separate from him for a little while. That was tough, but yeah. And one other, actually, the last birthday assisted was the baby in this difficult situation with all the doctors and stuff, from medical staff there. And they were there. We need, if the baby is not coming out, we need to do something because it's been too long now. It need to be out. And the baby was telling me, "Look, I need in order to feel safe and come out, I need to feel the voice of my dad and the really supporting voice of my dad." So the dad started talking to the baby, and right after he was out. So, yeah, I mean, these are few things. For example, I don't know.
Yeah, it is fascinating. It is fascinating. So, how women and parents in general can bring more consciousness during that pregnancy period or during the birth period as well, the birth time. What can they do to prepare themselves and also have this connection with the baby even before, yeah, it's born?
Yeah, I heard many women saying that they have been connecting with the soul of the baby before their pregnancy. They have that feeling. that there is a baby that wants to be incarnated through them. I never had that experience, I must say. But one something that I can say about how I can answer to your question is there are a few things they can do. Be more present into their body, more connected. So the embodiment. I guide women through different practices also of embodiment, but the most powerful practice I've ever found is what is called the deep body movement. Is actually a practice to connect deeply, really deeply, with your body and with your soul through the movement. So it's like an intuitive movement, and I guide women through this movement so that they connect deeply to their body and find even answers to from the soul perspective, their soul's perspective. This is one practice. Yes, then ancestral healing. So as I mentioned before, it's so important. It's so important. It's something that I see so often is about going through the generational trauma. There are so many things that we are carrying, and this is one huge important thing that we need. Then, for example, also, as well, also understanding this. If the mother cannot do that alone, they can ask me if they want, but understanding what the baby need in order to come, because we are also entering this new consciousness into new reality, and the new baby are coming. They are more conscious than ever, and I see how actually they need something in order to incarnate, and most of the time is to find the right vibrational match with the mother. So when the mother stays in the low vibration, the baby's it's difficult for the baby to incarnate. So we need to raise our vibrations. I remember for one mother, it was about to keep to connect to the energy of the deep joy of living, for example, and stay in that energy. So I gave her some tools to help her to keep that vibration to that level. So these are few things that parents can do.
You mentioned that there is a rising in consciousness around the world, and I'm very curious if you can actually feel it and perceive it in the souls and the babies that are coming down. Do you notice any difference in their vibration of the souls that they're coming now compared to 10 years ago, for example?
Well, I'm for sure. I changed a lot in 10 years. So I am more conscious myself compared 10 years ago compared to 10 years ago. But yes, there is a huge change in the babies that are coming. A shift that is so huge. You have no idea. They are so conscious. They are so. It's like they even in their growing, phases. They reach those phases much faster. It is incredible. I have I have assisted the birth to a baby that is even talking telepathically to me after a year and a half. She's talking to me telepathically. I mean, I never saw anything like that.
It's amazing.
Never saw anything like that. And another baby, for example, I know is coming from the Ra family. So this is another part of my journey that I can share, because why I'm telling that is because I am part of, my soul is part of the Ra family. And so I can feel the vibration of that family. I connect through that. And as I said, I've been speaking to Isis for a long time. Um, and now she is not just working with me, but through me. Even during the birth I was telling you about before, she was the one guiding me. And through her, I was guiding the woman. But, like a year ago, Hathor came to me and said to me, you need to bring back the soul family, the Ra family, and reestablish the faith on the goddess of the Ra family. And I know now that that is my purpose. My life mission is to assist women who are carrying these souls from the Ra family to come into this world, into uh, the new generation, into the new energy, new vibrational match. That is a match for the new earth, on a
Yeah,
new age.
I feel
Mm.
I feel like from what you're saying that basically it's like a calling also for us, that in order to bring down these more high vibrational souls, we need to also prepare energetically. Like as you mentioned, like go clear our traumas, clear like generational things that happened, I don't know, in our childhood, in past lives, etc. So we don't keep repeating the same patterns over and over again, and then we raise our vibration, so like these new souls can also come down through
Yeah.
us. So do you feel it's people who might have issues with conception or infertility maybe could be linked to that maybe it's like an invite for them to actually do the deeper work that is needed for this purpose?
Yeah, yes, to your question is a yes, totally. It's an invitation for us to engage in the new energies, but I also wanted to remind that in any case, we are perfect as we are. Yes, of course, we can always connected, try to stay connected to those higher vibration, but it doesn't mean we are not right for our babies. We are perfect for them, and they choose us for their own journey as well. So they need us to be as we are in order to have the experience they need to have. So yes to you, but also we need to remember this. Yeah.
Nice. I like this answer. uh, So I want to ask about your experience as a healer and like how do you experience this process? So when people come to you for some complaint or some energetic block and um, you perform the healing, how is this process and experience from your perspective?
Yes, I can tell you a bit how it works. As I said, this work is most about channeling. So what is happening is that through I ask the woman. Well, first of all, I will guide this person through a meditation so that I am able to enter her channel, but also for her to be more centered in herself. So she, in some way, somehow, she can also And by being more centered in herself, she can also be in a more receptive state, can be in more receptive state, so that maybe she can also have some experiences herself. So some women, some people are more open also to receive, and those who are open to this kind of work are also more receptive towards, the subtle energies. So it is quite possible that they can have, inner vision of colors, or, or a few other things. So it really depends on what is your you're more used to. For women, for some people, the visualization is very powerful. For others, is maybe the sound that help them. So it really depends. But yes, they can experience. They can have some kind of experiences here through just the first meditation that I'm guiding through. So this is the entering part of the channel, and then ask them for having their full consent to access her channel. I ask them their full name and date of birth. So in a way that I'm entering through their room space, and from there I'm going to ask specific questions. They come to me with a specific intention, and through that intention we enter that. It's like open a portal with that intention, and we follow the thread or whatever is wherever it's taking me. I don't know. Every time could be different, because sometimes you comes to me with your problem, and you say, I have this problem. I think it's this is the problem, the reason of my problem, and maybe it's not, because everything that I connect to is about your subconscious. You're talking about what is conscious for you, but from what is conscious for you, I'm going deeper and deeper and touch the unconscious part of yourself, and that's why new things are coming out, things that you were not conscious of, and maybe also the roots of your problems, or your situation. For me, it's a journey. It's a journey I'm entering as I said, I'm entering the room space. I go through this thread of intention, and I visualize things. Sometimes with the baby, I can hear things, and it's like doing a surgical intervention. I would call it, because we go in, and then the first layer, you cut the first layer and open, and then the second layer, and you open, and you go deeper and deeper. And I work with the vibrational medicine. That means that I'm using colors. So there are specific. They bring specific frequencies in the process. So what I'm doing is using a specific color for specific situation, and then I'm asking the field, what does this person need right now? What kind of colors? What kind of vibration? And then I have helpers. As I said, I mainly work with ISIS, but when I have a full session, I have a full um, circle of guides and other ascended masters that are helping me into the process. There is Tara, the 13 matriarchs, the She-Wolf, Seven Sisters of the Pleiades, Mother Mary, um, um, Mary Magdalene. So, I mean, there is a lot. Venus, the moon. So there is a lot of help here. So depending of the kind of situation that is there, I have different colors coming to me, a different ally, I would call it, helping me to bring the healing. And the healing could be like a bath of ray of pink like a shower, or maybe it just go into the heart space, or maybe just focus on a specific point of the body. Really depends. And some other times, maybe I get information like, oh, maybe you know what? You need 7 days or 15 days, 14 days of meditation with a specific frequency sound. Like for a woman was like 528, hertz frequency, to prepare to have like this body shower with this frequency, right? So they may have a spirit, they may feel it after all the shower of different colors and helpers killing them. After the day session, they may feel like more clear in their visions, in their mind, what they need to do. Sometimes they also give like herbs and more practical things for the body, or affirmations. It really depends what part of the body needed to be healed. With the mental, the physical, the spiritual, so physical I said already, right? So it really depends on what we need to heal. But they may feel a very subtle difference. And you can continue to feel it also in the next days, It's something that continues to work after as well.
Like what you're saying reminds me of a quote that I came across this week, and it's from Albert Einstein, and it says the future of medicine is the medicine of vibrations. And I think you're talking exactly about that.
Yeah, that's true.
I think it's super interesting. So, how would you advise someone to incorporate energy healing in a sustainable way to lead a conscious and balanced life? So, when someone is coming to have a session, what is the right mindset that they need to have when entering and doing this work?
I would say is is a modality of work that not everyone is trusting 100%, and some people may be skeptical, right? So I would say always keep what feels good to you. You don't have I'm not and anything I'm saying is are informations. There is nothing setting in stones. That's for sure. And I don't think people will come to me if they don't feel that is something that they want to know, But anyways, if they come to me with this kind of work, somehow deep within them, there is the trust or the knowing that there is something more than what we see. And I see that the people that are actually doing the practices as I suggest, they are getting results. Actually, I see that. So, what they can do, of course, if they come into me, I give them some instructions, as I said, with herbs, with meditation, with whatever it is that is coming through the field, the energy field. If they do it, they are going to change the frequency of their energy. So they are actually creating an adjustment into their energy field. and things can shift for them. So continue to do that kind of work. But it doesn't have to be every single day, because the healing practice could be defined in like 13 days practice, or 21 days practice, or 40 days practice. It's really depending, I must say, on the, 13 days usually is when we need to heal something on the soul level. 21 days treatment is when we need to heal on the mental, uh, mm, the mental bodies, energy bodies. And when we need to heal the physical body, we have 40 days, because every time we have a ailment or a problem on the physical body, means that he came already from the soul, passed down to the mental, and arrived to the body, and is really anchored here and very strong to heal. So it needs longer treatment for the body, you know.
Yeah.
But if you're referring in general more to the family, if they want to have like a conscious, be more conscious about their own process of, getting pregnant, giving birth, and so on, I would say to you, stay present, be centered, be fully present in your body is essential. Is the first thing you need to do. And then you do all the other things like healing the generational traumas and so on. But yeah, I don't know if I answer your question. I hope so.
You did, you did. So, how do you see the energy and spiritual work evolving? Do you notice any changes now in the people who come to you? What kind of questions they have, and also maybe the demand, like even the actual numbers of people like looking for this kind of holistic healing, energy healing solutions.
Yeah, when I started with the womb healing, so we talk about 2017, the women coming to me uh, for womb healing were looking for to connect more with their femininity, with their feminine side. And what I saw at that time for many years is that I think it still is, but that at the beginning I saw it very strong that women are very disconnected. Um, and mostly there is this connection between, the upper part of our body and the lower part of our body. So that and the lower part is more about our grounding, the to be grounded into the earth. So uh, do practice that are grounding us. Uh, you know, mm, about ascension. We are in the ascension, like ascension light workers, as you said. Uh, doing all the spiritual work, as we talk about all the conversation right now, is not only connected with the spirit, but also be grounded, really grounded into the earth. We tend to escape that, we really do. And I saw it in women happening so much. They need to reconnect, or reconnect. Yes, to be grounded again, but also reconnect their the lower body and upper body into the heart space. This is so important, and I don't see that. I don't know how is evolving that part. What I'm seeing now happening is instead a lot of interest in healing the generational trauma. This is what is the trend right now. Everyone wants to do that. And the woman that wants to carry a child, they say, I want to hear this before taking my child to the world. I don't want to give this to my child. So there is a lot of consciousness around this topic. They're very conscious with right now around this.
Yeah. That's really beautiful to hear, because I can understand the importance of it, and also can see what impact it's going to have for future generations, and how people are aware to say, okay, I experienced a few things like in my own experience that I don't want to bring forward and pass them on to the next generation. And for people who do this work with themselves, I think it's really beautiful process. And yeah, I think it's amazing.
Yeah.
So what is your mission?
My mission, as I said before, is to helping mothers to carry into the world the new the new generation, the children of the new era, and bringing back the soul, the Ra family.
Nice, beautiful. And if you could inspire our audience with one new belief or a habit that it would have the biggest impact on their life today, what would this be?
Mm-hmm. I would say this would be, I mean, for my experience, my journey, you know, for what I have experienced in all my life, I would say this: trust your body, trust the intelligence of your body. Your body knows, and everything is. Um, um, it is everything inside of you. Everything is a reflection of you, what you need to bring out and experience in life, um, and everything knows intelligence. Your body, your soul. I usually connect so much with my intuition and what I need to do, and I'm very intuitive, uh, and I usually help women to get in connection, in contact with their intuition, and I love to do that because actually, through that we can also connect with what is true for us, becoming true to ourselves. What we do really need right now for our uh, evolution, for be find out who we really are, what is really important for us. Is everything there? We just need to trust that innate wisdom that our body and soul.
Beautiful. Our platform is called Ascended Lightworkers. What ascension means to you?
Yes, as as I was mentioning, yes, ascension is not just ascension is a personal growth. Is growing to my best version of myself. And so letting out the fear, uh, deconditioning, uh, embodiment of the soul, as the soul is coming to the, that the soul, um, the spirit, the spirit has no ego. It's only when the spirit get in contact with the body, the physical body, that becomes a soul. So the souls carries your personality, carries. There is also you there, you know. It makes what is you. Soul is what it makes you to be you. And so ascensions also mean uh, the embodiment of the soul. So we really are incarnated into this planet, into this body. We are not escaping to other realities. We are in connection with other realities. We have consciousness of this other, or what is of our spirit, but we incarnate and embody our soul here into the earth fully. This is, and it's about remembering who we are, you know. So it's a full embodiment and connection with the our spirit, who we are really.
Beautiful. And do you have any last messages to leave with our audience?
Oh, um, hmm. It's true that my work is focused mainly on birth. Birth can be related to the birth of a baby, the birth of a process, the birth of ourselves as well. So what I want to say is slow down, listen to yourself, because the birth is sacred. Any kind of birth, any kind of version of birth is sacred. So approach it birth with that sacredness in your heart.
Beautiful. Tamara, I want to thank you for having this conversation with us, and I want to thank you for being part of the Ascended Lightworkers platform and for all the work that you're doing to help women through these really beautiful processes of birth, of healing, of embodiment, of grounding. So for people who want to connect with you, they can go to your profile on the Ascend Lightworkers platform. I'm gonna put the link below, and work with you with your soul practices, the soul realignment, Reiki session, and all the other beautiful modalities that you're offering. And if people like this episode and this conversation, you can like and subscribe to our channel. Until next time, my friends, keep spreading your light.
Thank you so much.
Tamara, thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you.